Okay. So yes, how are you? I'm the holder for this meeting this afternoon. In afternoon. Okay. Let's begin this meeting. The DIKWP semantic mathematics standards are divided into the three parts. The first part is the introduction to the DIKWP semantic mathematics. Okay, everyone can see the structure in the standards clearly. And let's begin the first part, introduction to DIKWP semantics mathematics. The first section 1 is the overview of the framework. Let's begin. Watch the screen, and if anyone can give the comment or the advices, you can speak it directly and give and you can make a discussion. But we advise you cannot over 2 minutes in 1 minute or 2 minutes describe your advice or the question. Okay. The first section 1 is the overview of the framework. Yeah. If anyone have the advice or give a comment, we go to the next section. Next section is section 2, objectives and applications. The sections 2.1 objectives is about the DIKWP semantic framework of objects. We divide to the 3 parts about the objective. Okay, go to the next section, 2.2 applications. Where is the end of the section 2. We go to the next section 3. The core principles of DIKWP semantic mathematics. The first subsection is 3.1 core principles. If anyone have no comment or the advice and no questions, let's go to the part 2. And the part 2 is the DIKWP semantic mathematics, a mechanism for objectifying subjectivity. Here is the section 4 belong to the part 2. The core components of the DIKWP. The section 4.1 is about the data D, semantic handling and the transformation. If still anyone have a give the question and the comment, you can revise directly in the meeting in 1 or 2 minutes. The section 4.1.1 is understanding data in the DIKWP semantic and mathematics. Okay, let's go to the next section. Is about the section 4.1.2 semantic transformation of data. Let's go to the next the part of the section 4.1.2. Okay, go to the next subsection is the 4.1.3 mathematical representation of data in DIKWP. The next section is are all in the discussion in this meeting is subsection is subsection categorization function. Go to the next section is 4.1.5 similarity metric and 4.1.6 transformation rules. And if anyone give a comment or the discussion, you can speak directly. Okay. If anyone give a comment or questions, it's the ending of the 4.1. Let's go to the subsection 4.2, information by semantic integration and differentiation. Let's go to the subsection. 4.2.1 understanding information in DIKWP semantic mathematics and 4.2.2 semantic transformation of information. Okay, let's go to the next page. Okay, let's go to the next page about the 4.2.2. Okay, let's go to the subsection 4.2.3. Mathematical representation of DIKWP information in DIKWP. Let's go to the next page about the 4.2.3. Okay, it's the ending of the subsection 4.2. Let's go to the next subsection is 4.3. Knowledge, okay, structuring and completeness. The subsection 4.3.1 understanding knowledge in DIKWP semantic mathematics, and the subsection 3.2 semantic structuring of knowledge.
There is seeing knowledge as a completeness. It's a place that only play to express completeness. There are more places should be completeness. Example, data completeness, information completeness. Why? Completeness is
For your comment, it's about the words of completeness not correctly. We will reconsideration about the word expression in this document or standards. Okay, thanks for your comments. We will considering your comment. Okay, anyone have new comments? We will go to the next subsection. Thanks for Professor Yu's comments. Okay, subsection is 4.3.2 about the semantic extraction of knowledge, and we go to the next page about so the next part of this subsection, the knowledge structuring and knowledge refinement. Okay, let's go to the next section. Is subsection is a mathematical representation of knowledge in DIKWP. Let's go to the next page about this subsection. Okay, let's go to the next subsection, which is the subsection the 4.4 wisdom W. Decision making and ethical alignment. Here begin with the introduction about this subsection and the subsection 4.1 understanding wisdom in DIKWP semantic mathematics. Let's go to the next subsection is the 4.4.2 semantic application of wisdom. The screenshot is part 1 of this section. Let's go to the next part of the subsection. Let's go to the next subsection. Is 4.3 mathematical representation of wisdom in DIKWP. Let's go to the next part of this subsection. If anyone have no question, otherwise we go to the next section is 4.5. Purpose P, goal directed behavior and alignment. We can we first enter this The document is subsection 5.1. Understanding purpose in DIKWP semantic and mathematics. Let's go to the next subsection. It's 4.5.2 semantic application of purpose. The subsection is very long, so we can show in screen part 1. To the next page for this subsection. Well, let's go to the next page for this subsection. We can preview the subsection 4.5.3. Well, let's go to the next subsection 4.5.3, mathematical representation of purpose in DIKWP. Here is the last subsection of 4.5. Yeah. Let's go to the next page for this subsection. Okay, it's the end of the section 4. Let's go to the section 5. Is the mathematical representation of DIKWP semantics. Here is the structure of this section. We divide into two subsections. Let's go to the subsection 4.1, formulating the relationships between the components. Which is about the DIKWP component. We can watch the document is the document are 4.5.1.1 and 5.1.2. Where let's go to the next subsection. 5.1.2 information to knowledge transformation, and the subsection 5.1.3 knowledge to wisdom transformation. Okay, let's go to the next subsection. Is 5.1.4 wisdom to purpose element, and the subsection feedback loops and the refinement. Let's go to the next subsection. Is 5.1.6 mathematical structures for DIKWP interaction. Let's go to the next page. The next subsection 5.2 presentation of transformation processes. Is subsection is 5.2.1 standardizing transformation process, and it's the only the subsection. Well, let's go to the next section, section 6, implementing DIKWP semantic and mathematics. To the section 6.1 and 6.2. Okay, let's go to the next subsection. Subsection 6.3, information string algorithm, and subsection 6.4, knowledge application algorithm. Let's go to the next subsection. Is purpose element process. The subsection 6.5.1, feedback and the refinement loop. Next subsection 6.6, and the technical for DIKWP transformation. Here is the 3 subsection in this subsection. Okay, let's go to the subsection 6 for purpose alignment and the strategy tools, and the 6.6.5 feedback and refinement systems. Let's go to the next subsection. The subsection is last of the section 6 and 6.7 examples of DIKWP processing in practice. page. Well, here's the end of part 2, this document. Let's go to the part 3, DIKWP Semantic and Mathematics. Practice.
Please, I think there is a problem. You notice the line before session 7, DIKWP semantics practice and examples. I think this the line before your arrow, your mouse up， 你看那个罗马字母第3的 DIKWP semantics 这个地方应该是它可能是第7。
OK，
因为之前没有罗马字母2，也没有罗马字母1，是不是应该是它是第7？还是这个后边你标红，后边可能需要再改。
Okay, let's go to the sections. Core components of DIKWP semantic mathematics. And here is a section 7.1 data conceptualization, subsection 7.1.1 mathematical representation. Okay.
Maybe you should change the call of the session 7 because it overlap with the call of session 4。那个罗马字母2是罗马字母3是对的。如果你是罗马字母是一级标题的，到底是不是？如果罗马字母是一级标题的话是对的，那么罗马字母是一级标题的，你可能要把整个的这个标题要改一下，这个标题是混乱的，因为罗马字母1是一级标题的，往下的这个1、2、3就是重新标注。罗马字母2往下的标题的话，就是要单独标注，不会是穿越它们来标注的。
OK，
那么这里边的一个问题，现在看到问题就是这个现在的标题4和标题7，但重复了怎么回事？这个标题7应该是 conceptualization of DIKWP components， 是这个 introduction of the components， 它两个。
The error of people, fix the error of people offline. 6 for Professor Don's advice and comment. Document is on the format have some error. Go to the next section by this document, and we will fix the error of document offline. Page of subsection 7.1.2. 7.2 information conceptualization. Conceptualization. And subsection and subsection. 2.2. Customer behavior analysis in e-commerce. For the subsection conceptualization. To other subsection. The first 7.3.1 mathematical representation. The subsection is an example. 7.3.2. Building an educational knowledge base. Next section. 7 point of wisdom conceptualization. Section 7.4.1 mathematical representation, and with example 7.2. Subsection wisdom conceptualization. The next subsection must be conceptualization. The subsection also is the last subsection in the section 7. So divide to part subsection. We'll go to the next subsection about the is an example, strategic business planning. Here's the end of the section 7. We can go to the next section 8. And the space semantics mathematics. 8.1 concept space.